Hello, my dear students. How are you all? Welcome to Mehdi English School. Myself Nilofer Miss and my subject is mathematics that you all know. Now today's online lecture is for the class 2. So I hope that you all are ready to attend this online lecture. So as you know this thing that we always begin our lecture with the quote. Right? So here is the today's quote. That time is more valuable than money. Just give importance to the time. You can get more money, but you cannot get more time. Time is a limited thing, so you cannot get it more. So, always give importance to the time. Do all the thing on time. If time will pass, you will not get it back. So, time is a very valuable thing. So just value for the time. Now let's start the revision first of the previous topic of the chapter number 8 for the essay 2. So it is useful for your exam, the final exam, essay 2 exams. So let's start the revision first and then we are moving to the next exercise. Revision is a compulsory, so please do revision. I request to all the students to do revision, and here is the revision of today. So students, the revision of the essay 2. Your exams of the essay 2 will come soon. So let's start the revision of the essay 2, and we are starting the revision from the chapter number 8. So I hope that you remember this chapter, and if you are not remembering that what the name of this chapter, what concepts come in this chapter, so for that students, for all, we are starting the revision today, and this is compulsory for you all to do this revision. So now first of all we are starting the chapter number 8 for the revision, and the name of this chapter here you can see on the screen, Exploring Multiplication Further. This is the name of this chapter number 8. Now let's complete the multiplication facts table. This one is the previous topic of this chapter, right? So let's do multiplication facts table. So let me tell you first that what is the meaning of multiplication fact tables. So multiplication fact, it means ordering in multiplication. That is the main topic, order in multiplication. Let's understood this, I will explain to you with the help of some examples. So here is 6 fours. So 6 fours, for this chapter the base is tables. If you don't know tables, you are not able to solve this sums or exercise. So to solve these sums or multiplication fact tables, you compulsory know the multiplication facts or the tables. Now 6 fours is equal to 24, and this one you can call it a multiplication fact. 6 fours 24, or 4 6 is equal to also a 24. So you can call it multiplication fact. 6 fours or 4 6. You just change the numbers. Here we are taking 6 number first and then we are taking 4 number. So in an opposite way, we are taking 4 number first and then we are taking 6. You have to just swap the numbers. So you can call it multiplication fact. Now the next is 8 twos. So 8 twos is equal to 16. As I told you in the beginning of the lecture that the table is a compulsory table. You must know the tables. So same as 8 twos is equal to 16. So same way we can write down 2 8s is also equal to 16. So you can call it multiplication fact. 8 twos is equal to 16 and 2 8s is also equal to 16. So here is the concept of multiplication fact table. Now the next example for you, 7 threes. 7 threes is equal to 21. So I hope that you know the next multiplication fact for it, that if 7 threes is equal to 21, so 3 sevens is also equal to 21. So you can call this as a multiplication fact tables. Now let's take the next example, that 6 fives. So 6 fives is equal to 30. 6 fives are 30, and for the multiplication fact for this table is 5 6 is equal to 30. So this one is the concept of this multiplication fact. Now let's take some pictography for this example, so you will be better understood this. First of all, 3 fours. So here in the standing line there is 3 stars. There are 3 stars in the standing position. See, let's count. Here is 1, 2 and 3. And 4s, it means in a sleeping row, how much stars are there? There are 4 stars in a sleeping line. Here is 1, 2, 3 and 4 in a standing line. There is 3 star, and in a sleeping line there is 4 star. So 3 fours is equal to 12. Now let's do the multiplication fact. So in a standing line there are 4 stars. Here is 1, 2, 3 and 4. And in a sleeping line there are 3 more stars. Here is 1, 2 and 3. So we can write down this way, that 4 threes is equal to 12. So you can see the arrangement in 2 ways. Total there are 12 stars, but here we are taking 4 rows and here we are taking 3 rows. That is the different only. Now here for the next example, let's take. So here is in the standing line there are 2 suns, and in the sleeping line there are 3 suns. So the multiplication fact should be 3, 2 threes are 6. In a standing line there are 2 suns, and in the sleeping line there are 3 suns. So 2 threes is equal to 6. Let's see the next arrangement. So here we are taking 3 stars in a standing position, and in the sleeping line we are taking 2 stars. So the multiplication fact should be 3 twos is equal to 6. I hope that you can understood this concept, and if any student is forgetting this, so they can remember again by showing this video, by doing revision of this chapter. Now let's take the exercise 8A. Those students who still not complete the book, who still not fill this exercise in the textbook or fair book, so they can write down again as a revision and complete the book. Now the question number 1 is that put these erasers into groups. As I told you before these things, that always look for the instruction before solving any worksheet or exercise. So here is question number 1 of the exercise 8A of your textbook. Put these erasers into groups to show multiplication facts for each. Now here is number A. So let's take the standing position. How many erasers are there in the standing line? So you can check this. There are 3 erasers in the standing line. So I am writing here 3. Then put this multiplication sign. How many erasers are there in a sleeping line? Let's count it. There are 1, 2, 3 and 4. There are 4 erasers. Here I am writing. There are 4 erasers in the sleeping line. So total there are 3 4s are 12. Total there are 12 erasers are there. Now let's take the sleeping line first. How many erasers are there in a sleeping line? So there are 4 erasers in a sleeping line. And then put the multiplication sign. Then let's count how many erasers are given in the standing line. So let's count it. Here is 1, here is 2 and here is 3. So here we can write down 3. So it is 4 3s is equal to 12. So total there are 12 erasers are there. Now number B, the pots are given. So first of all let's count how many pots are given in the standing line. So there are 2 pots are given in the standing line. Now put the multiplication sign. Then let's count how many pots are in the sleeping line. You can show, just I put the circle on them. Now let's count it. Here is 1, 2, 3 and 4. So there are 4 pots in the sleeping line. 2 4s is equal to 8. This way you have to complete it. Now let's take the sleeping line first. So how many pots are given in the sleeping line? Let's make the circle first. Now 1, 2, 3 and 4. There are 4 pots given in the sleeping line. Let's put the multiplication sign. Now let's count how many pots are given in the standing line. 1 and 2. So we can write down 4 2s is equal to 8. So total there are 8 pots are given. Now number C, the guitars are given. So first of all let's take the standing line. How many guitars are given in the standing line? So there are 2 guitars are given in the standing line. Then put a multiplication sign. Now let's count how many guitars are given in the sleeping line. Let's count it. Here is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7. There are 7 guitars are given in this sleeping line. So 2 7s is equal to 14. Let's take in the another way. Let's take the sleeping line guitar first. How many it is? Here is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7. There are 7 guitars are given in the sleeping line. Put a multiplication sign. How many guitars are given in the standing line? 2 guitars. So 7 2s is equal to 14. So there are 14 guitars totally given in this picture. Now, in the next lecture, we are going to start exercise 8A and the question number 2. So, this is the revision for today's lecture. You have to write down in the. So, students, as I told you that we complete this exercise. So, let's start solving it. The exercise 8A and the question number 2 of it. Exercise 8A from your textbook and the question number 2 of the textbook. Now number A. So here we have to make the group first in the different way. In a two different way we have to make a group. Let's start with the number A. As in the previous lecture we had done, we are making the group. We are made. So here also we are doing the groups. We are making the groups. Here is group 1. You can see the crayons is given. So let's make the group here. Here is the group 1. We can put 2 crayons in each group. What we do? We put 2 crayons in each group. Now let's see that how many groups we can make. So here is the group 1. We just put circle on the 2 crayons. It means the group 1. Now the group 2, let's put 2 more crayons in the group 2. You can check this. We are putting 2 crayons in each group. Now the another group for the 2 crayons. Now check this, that we are making we are just making 3 groups and each group has 2 crayons. Just check this. We are making 3 groups of 2 crayons in each. So here is 3 2s I am writing, but what is the meaning of it? Let me explain to you. 3. So this 3 indicates there are 3 groups. First digit, which is 3, it is indicating that there are 3 groups. Here is 1, here is 2 and here is 3. So 3 indicates that number of groups. I repeat this thing, that 3 is indicating that number of groups. So how many groups here? Here is 3 groups. So that's why we are writing 3. Then put a multiplication sign, the cross sign. 2. So what 2 is what indicating? So 2 is indicating that how many crayons in each group. What it is indicating? 2 is indicating that there are 2 crayons in each group. There are 3 groups and there are 2 crayons in each group. You can check this. And the final answer, 3 2s is equal to 6. So this 6 indicates the total number of crayons. I repeat this thing here, that 6 number is indicating that number of crayons, total number of crayons. So if you count these crayons together, it will be a 6. So let's count it. Here is 1, here is 2, here is 3, here is 4, here is 5 and the last is a 6. So total there are 6 crayon is there. Now let's make group in another way. So let's make a group of 3 crayons in each. I repeat this thing. Let's make a group of 3 crayons in each. So here is group 1. I just put circle on 3 crayons. It means it is a first group. Then let's make another group of 3 crayons in it. You can check this, that we are making 2 groups of 3 crayons in each group. So how we can write down this, the multiplication sentences. So here is 2 3s are. So I hope that you can easily understood that 2 number is indicating number of groups. This 2 number is indicating that the number of groups. So here is 2 groups. You can check this. Here is group 1 and here is group 2. So 2 is indicating number of groups we made. Now multiplication sign, the cross sign, and 3. So what 3 is indicating? So number 3 is indicating that there are 3 crayons in each group. I repeat this thing again, that 2 is indicating number of groups and 3 is indicating that 3 crayons in each group. You can check this. Here is in the group 1 we are putting 3 crayons. In the second group we also put another 3 crayons, and 2 3s is also equal to 6. Here we can write down 3 2s are 6, and here we can write down 2 3s are 6. This is the 2 different ways to just arrange the crayons. Now this way we can just making the group and write down the multiplication fact. Now number B, let's move to the number B is here. So let's start making the groups of the crayons. So here let's make groups of 3. We are putting 3 crayons in each group. I repeat this sentence, that we are putting 3 crayons in each group. So let's start making the groups. I am just putting circle on the crayons so you can easily understood this thing, that how many groups are made. Here is group 1 of the crayon 3, group of 3, another group, the group number 2. Now the next group, group number 3, and the group number 4. So you can check this, that how many groups we made. Just try to write down multiplication sentence by yourself. First digit will be a number of group. So what will be the first digit? How many groups we make? Here is group 1, group 2, group 3 and group 4. So here I am writing 4. So 4 is indicating that number of groups. We made 4 groups of 3 crayons in each. This 3 number is indicating that there are 3 crayons in each group. Number 4 is indicating that number of groups, and number 3 is indicating that there are 3 crayons in each group. Now 4 3s are. So 4 3s is equal to 12. So I hope that you know this thing, that what 12 number is indicating. So 12 is indicate that number of groups. So number 12 is indicating total number of crayon. What it indicates? The total number of crayons. Let's count if it is 12 crayons or not. Here is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 and 12. Total there are 12 crayons. Now let's see the next arrangement, how we can just make the another groups. Now let's make a group of 4 crayons. What we can make? Let's make the group of 4 crayons. Another group of the 4 crayons and the next group of the 4 crayons. Check this. Now, what will be the multiplication sentence? Do you know? So, the multiplication sentence is 3 fours. So, first digit, the 3 is indicating number of groups. What it indicates? Number of groups. That there are 3 groups. And 4 is indicating that there are 4 crayons in each group. 3 indicates that there are 3 groups and 4 is indicating there are 4 crayons in each group. So 3 fours is equal to 12. What it indicates? 3 fours is equal to 12. Check this. Here is 1, 2, 3 and 4. There are 4 crayons in each group and total there are 12 crayons. Now number C. Let's make the group now first. Here is group 1 of the 5 crayons in it. Here is 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. You can check this that there are 5 crayons in one group. Let's make another group and we are putting 5 crayons in that group. So, what will be the multiplication sentence for it? So, there are 2 fives. It means 2 is indicating number of groups. There are 2 groups. 2 is indicating that there are 2 groups. And 5 is indicating that there are 5 crayons in each group. 5 is indicating what? 5 is indicating that there are 5 crayons in each group. Here is 1, here is 2, here is 3, here is 4 and 5. There are 5 crayons in each group. So 2 fives is equal to 10. Now the next one, let's make another group in the another way. Here is group 1. Here is group 2. We are putting 2 crayons in each group. So we made 2 groups. Let's make the another one. The group 3, group 4 and the group 5. So total there are 5 groups and there are 2 crayons in each. So the multiplication sentence like a 5 twos are. 5 indicates that there are 5 groups. You can check this. Here is group 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. There are 5 groups and 2 is indicating that there are 2 crayons in each group. So 5 twos is equal to 10. Now number D. Let's make the group now. Groups of 3. Here is group 1, group 2, group 3, group 4, group 5 and group 6. So the multiplication sentence like 6 threes are. It is indicating that there are 6 groups. 6 is indicating there are 6 groups. 3 is indicating there are 3 crayons in each group. 6 3s is equal to 18. So 18 is indicating there are total 18 crayons. Let's make the another group. Group 1, Group 2 and Group 3. So the multiplication sentence should be 3. So 3 is indicating number of groups and 6 is indicating there are 6 crayons in each group. So 3 6 is equal to 18. Now, thank you so much students for watching this video. Please do revision of all of the exercise that we had done in the lecture. So stay home, stay safe, have a nice day. Thank you for your attention.